Hey, and welcome to Paradox's very popular World War II grand strategy game. A great sandbox for modding, but surprisingly at times, still a fun experience without mods. Today we'll be playing as Germany, a nation I'm sure none of you have ever played before in this game. We start out, admittedly, as one of the weaker major countries, but with our focus tree we can become more powerful than everyone else faster than anyone else can. The reason being, a major mechanic in Hearts of Iron 4 is the presence of national spirits that ruin powerful countries and prevent them from achieving greatness. Like France has disjointed government. The UK doesn't have any national spirit problems, but they have such low war support that they can't militarize as fast as they might want to. The US has the Great Depression, which is crippling. China has army corruption, which in addition to their outdated technology makes it very difficult to play as China. The Soviets have to deal with the Great Purge, and Japan also doesn't really have that many problems and is very powerful. However, the land that they can take, while resource rich, isn't as developed as the land that we can easily take. So yes, we will start researching cool technologies, especially this one here, so we can get the Light Flame Tank Company. I actually haven't ever used flamethrower tanks in Hearts of Iron 4. The Rhineland here starts out as demilitarized, so we can't move troops into there, but it's unconsequential because the second we get into any war, it becomes militarized automatically. Or this focus remilitarizes it, so it's more of an aesthetic effect. As Germany, we'll always want to be training the maximum amount of divisions possible because a lot of our focus tree is dependent on having divisions in the field. These can be terrible divisions. You can even exploit the game by training a ton of tiny divisions and then editing the template to make them big divisions. But no matter how you do it, it's important to get some guys out. In multiplayer, you'll want to avoid increasing world tension, but here it doesn't really matter. You just want to get as many factories as you can as fast as possible. Also, whenever the civilian factory being constructed with 15 factories has the least amount of progress, we will swap these, so then this one is finished faster because it already has more progress, and then we'll get another factory to build factories with faster. Also, it's raining. It's kind of pretty. I had weather effects on my game turned off for like a year, and I kind of forgot that that was off, so I turned it on I think a month ago or something. See, this is why you turn weather effects off. In North Africa, you sometimes can't see anything. Also, it's very important that you help out Spain. Not really because you care what happens in Spain, really, because they won't join you or help you out in any way, and there's no benefit to them winning, but you want to get some experience fighting. Specifically, you want general traits. General traits are underappreciated in this game and very powerful. You can get general traits when your general isn't even on the field yet. You can't use the traits they do have, but you can still get traits for them. See, like, we've got 4 experience while he's not even here. Another benefit to helping out here is we're gonna get a lot of army experience and air experience so that we can make better tanks, better templates, better planes. And we'll also send volunteers over to Japan to help in China. Most people, when they play, don't do that though because they're stupid and silly, but whatever. They can be silly if they want to. And we have enough divisions out that now we can send another volunteer to Spain, so we'll send over another tank. Also, if we were actually wanting to help Spain, we would send mountaineers, not tanks. We're only sending tanks because we're selfish and want the tank traits. Also, for tanks, we'll want to do a lot of engine research just to make fast tanks. I won't be making meta tanks because that kind of ruins the game, but I'll still be making decent tanks that are fun to play with. Or maybe I'll just make meta tanks. I'll just lie to you and say they're bad, and then I can say that it was my genius microing skill that won the battle. Back in my day, when this game was new, kind of, you always wanted to get your Blitzkrieg theorist kind of early on to get to the doctrine research benefit, but now you research doctrines with army experience, so it doesn't really matter getting that guy early on anymore. Instead, we'll promote someone to the high command so they can start giving us free army experience that we can then use to get those doctrines. Also, we'll now take Austria about a year early, which is good. We'll want to train even more divisions too, but we won't have to train too many more because we will get all of Austria's divisions, which will give us a lot more fielded manpower, and then we don't really have to worry about that as much. And we are about 1,200 manpower off from being able to demand the Sudetenland, so I think I'm going to edit a few of these divisions to have more manpower in them, and then we can go ahead and do that. So now we'll send 4 divisions to Manchukuo and 4 divisions to Japan and send some aircraft to Japan. I think we'll send 2 divisions here too, just so we can get 10 total divisions out helping them. Because AI Japan really loves losing this war, and I'm not gonna let them lose it. The best thing to do here is to encircle Beijing. Sometimes the AI does it, but usually not. Because how this war works is Japan starts off with a terrible national spirit, so they can barely make any progress, but that national spirit doesn't apply to foreign volunteers, so our volunteers, like a month into the war, can attack with our full power. We've also now secured the very important airport here, and now we can attack into this tile. This tile here will be our best tile to attack from, since it's the only one that isn't crossing a river, but supporting from these other 2 tiles will make it very easy. If China didn't have their terrible national spirit, they could probably defend this, but since they do, they can't. We'll now use our research bonus we got from the treaty with the Soviets to get improved heavy tanks faster. Heavy tanks might not be the best, but I think they're kind of cool. Also, before we do any more tank or aircraft research, it's important that we have both our heavy tank designer and our light aircraft designer. If you don't get these, you will be at a huge disadvantage. We'll now finally get our armor genius to get more army experience, and that'll give us a lot of extra attack when the war starts. We're also producing some light flamethrower tanks, but our main focus will be on heavy tanks. I just want to make some flamethrower tanks because flamethrower tanks are kind of cute. And we finally broke across the river for Japan and China. Japan did control more of the river line, but they've been getting pushed back, which is unfortunate. I hope they're doing something, but it doesn't really look like they're doing much besides heavily garrisoning their mainland. At least they won't be capitulating by a Chinese naval invasion anytime soon. And now we have our improved heavy tanks a couple years early, which is good. I could make them flamethrower tanks, but I'm not that interested in that. And I forgot to build trains, so that's not good, but I think we can still win here. Our goal is to capitulate Poland in the 28 days it takes to complete the around Maginot focus. I'll just run all my battle plans. We'll want to immediately take Danzig so that France can't put divisions in Poland, and we will want to take all the airfields. And nice, capitulated in less than half of the time we had. Okay, we will make our Fighter 2 now. We'll give it a good engine and some amazing range. Start producing a lot of those, and soon we'll have CAS 2 researched. CAS is very, very powerful in Hearts of Iron 4, so we will want quite a bit of that. Because of supply, we can't bring all of our 18 tanks over, but we'll at least use these 8, and that should be all we need to take Paris. And easy so far. They have 8 divisions in Dunkirk, which is surprising, but they have no tanks in Dunkirk, so it doesn't really matter. If they had 8 tanks in Dunkirk, I would maybe be a little scared, but with 8 infantry divisions, that's nothing. We'll attack into that with 4 heavies, and they will get pushed back, maybe even encircled in Dunkirk. All you have to really do to capitulate France is take Calais and Paris, unless they get rid of divided government. And we have 60% compliance in all of France. I'm only going to establish Vichy France because I kind of feel like it. It's fun making a fake France for the real France to have to fight against, and I don't know. And the conventional strategy for the D-Day wall here is to change all the divisions we use to invade France into the defending divisions for the D-Day wall. So we'll do that, and we'll make new divisions for our next battle. For now, we'll just send some guys over to North Africa to help Italy survive. Okay, so we invaded Denmark and Norway and have helped Italy a bit, but I haven't really focused down here too much. If I wanted to, I could have invaded Britain. We have our navy here, I think, somewhere. And we can get naval supremacy in the English Channel since we completely destroyed their navy with our Cass. But I think that would kind of ruin the game, taking out the allies so early. Also, I completely forgot to do the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. For our invasion, I better stop training the troops. We are going to mainly use these divisions here. They're 21 widths. They're not the best divisions ever, but they're decent enough. I don't know how we can possibly lose this. And then we should have around 30 of these divisions. I don't really think 21 width's the best combat width, but I've had pretty good success with it. So we will use that. That'll be the standard military combat width for all my playthroughs from now on. And we're all set up. We've almost completed our land doctrine. We have Blitz as our preferred tactic, bold attack, motorization drive, and maneuver warfare. We have a tank for nearly every tile on the front. We have 44 total tanks, a mix of heavies and lights, and the lights are filled with a mix of regular light tanks and flame tanks. So this shouldn't be too difficult, maybe. I don't know for sure. I guess I probably should start using all my casts and fighters. See, if I was being smart, I wouldn't just have a massive front line with these tanks, because having this massive front line is a very bad idea, but it's convenient and it doesn't matter too much. If things get bad, I can just delete the front line, but as long as we keep air superiority, things should be okay regardless. Wait, how did they invade Denmark? What? Yeah, that doesn't matter. That's okay. Whatever. They can control Denmark. They can put a lot of divisions there, and divisions that are in Denmark aren't on the front line. Just have to try to remember to pay attention to that, because these are very good garrison divisions, but if they wanted to, they could probably beat me there. See, our main issue right here is surprisingly fuel. I know, it doesn't make sense that that would be our issue. Okay, I have 37 new infantry divisions, and I think a lot of the fuel problem might be because I decided that it would be really cute to add armored recon companies to every infantry division. So I think I'm gonna change that. And we've captured Vlasov and made him the supreme commander of our army now. And Italy is failing to take Greece. Also a very surprising turn of events. And I forgot to start making railway guns, but better late than never. Italy's getting invaded. Should we help them? Maybe. I don't know. We have a lot of tanks that aren't doing anything. So I guess we can go help them. But do I really want to? Not really. Yeah, these days with the new update, this is a long process. You have to build up these railroads for a long time and keep pushing east forever. Well, since we were just waiting for railroads to build over here, I guess I better deal with what's going on over in the west. Turkey's in the Allies now, but they're not doing very well, so it doesn't really matter. Italy is kind of falling apart, and I really didn't want to have to deal with this, but I think they really do need our help. We just don't have enough fuel to really help them right now, so yeah, we can't help them. And we'll build the collaboration government. I should have done this a long time ago. I should have just built the collaboration government on the Soviets too, and not have done it on France and Poland. And we've encircled a lot of the allied divisions that are trying to capitulate Italy. I'll try to push them out of France too next, or maybe yeah, let's get southern Italy first. See, look at the other Axis miners. They're taking Turkey by themselves, or I guess Italy's helping them too. But Italy just can't defend itself. I think I'm going to leave tanks in Rome and Sicily permanently. And there, we finally won. Wow, what a fun game. I'm surprised that it lasted until 1944. That's good though. That's how long it should last. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this very fun mod that we're playing today, and I'll see you all next time.